Okay, I'm talking to Chiefs fans today. It is Tuesday, November 18th. We're now 2 days post Broncos debacle. And I know this isn't really what people want to see on social media is calm and logical thinking. But that was a division game against a very good football team on the road. It's not a terrible loss. Unless you've put a huge emphasis on coming out of the bye and proving how good a team you really are. And then you come out and lose that game. And you lose it because you didn't do what you have done very consistently in recent years, which is find a way to win those games, especially last year. So I'm not going to rehash the entire game. We all saw missed opportunities. We all saw un-Chiefs-like things. The good news here, and that's why I'm here today, is to look forward. They're 5-5. To expect a 5-5 team to reel off 7 wins is a little bit unrealistic, but it's possible, and 7 wins gets them in the playoffs. And they're a very dangerous playoff team. They've proven they can go on the road and win playoff games. And the good news here, and the reason for optimism, is that they're close. If you look at the games they've lost, they haven't gotten blown out. They haven't looked overmatched. The Los Angeles Chargers game to open the season when you lose Worthy on like the third play of the game, like that's a tough situation. Even that game was closer than it looked, but that was one where you felt like, we have a problem here. But they've been in all the games. They just aren't making those plays. And I'll take my chances with Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid figuring that out. And I know there's a lot of anger and outrage towards the coaches and everything's got to change and clean house and all these other things, which is all just ridiculous. This coaching staff has a phenomenal track record. What the Chiefs have done in the last 7 years is phenomenal. So if it's over, calm down. It's fine. It's a down year. Patriots took 10 years in between Super Bowls, all right? I don't think the Chiefs are gonna do that. But the last 7 years, the worst ending the last 7 years has been an overtime loss in the AFC Championship game at home. Like that's insane. There isn't a franchise in sports that wouldn't trade with the Chiefs with that recent success. So let's not panic. Let's not freak out. Let's not believe that this coaching staff can't figure it out. Do they need to think differently a little bit? Do they maybe need to change what they're doing? Have the league caught up to them a little bit maybe? Yes, on all those counts, and I think that they will do that. Certainly the schedule gets easier. The schedule favors a strong finish. We're going to find out if the Colts are for real in a big hurry. If they can come into Arrowhead and get a win, I think the Colts are for real, and it might be over for the Chiefs, right? 5-6 with the losses they've had just now recently, that'd be a bad situation. But otherwise, there's no reason to think they can't clean things up. They can't eliminate the penalties, which cost them huge in Denver. That Mahomes won't get more of a rapport with his receivers. I mean, let's remember, he doesn't have a ton of time with a lot of these guys. The offense doesn't have a ton of time game planning with this group healthy. It's a little bit unfortunate and disingenuous to say that off a bye, because they certainly did have time to do that off a bye, but then you come out with those penalties and the things that happened, that becomes pretty inexcusable and tough to overcome. So don't panic, Chiefs fans. They're going to be, I think, fine, and there's a path forward. There's a path into the playoffs, and you get Mahomes in the playoffs against inexperienced quarterbacks in the playoffs. It could be fun. And if they don't go to a 4th straight Super Bowl, it's okay. Calm down. We'll be fine. Enjoy what's happened the last 7 years. Look forward to some changes, getting younger on the defensive line, getting a running game going, which, again, I think they can do now. They don't, you just need to commit to it, and I feel like Andy knows that, and I think they'll move that direction. So everybody calm down. Let's enjoy what's happened, and let's look forward to 6-1, 7-0 the rest of the year, and getting into the playoffs and making things happen.